There we go. Sir, you just spiked me. I just got spiked.
Go ahead and talk about it. We'll figure out who spiked you, Abdul.
What the hell?
Wait, somebody stop that bullet.
Hey.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
No, what the fuck is going on here?
Yo, what's going on? I don't know.
I said you stealing cars. You stealing cop cars.
I'm not stealing cop cars.
All right,
Okay,
let's
hold
talk
on.
about it.
Let's just talk.
about
Let's
it.
just talk.
Yeah, let's
So what's
talk.
going on? Are you stealing people's cars?
Can we talk like after I park the car here? Like, can we come out
Okay,
of the
okay.
car and talk face
Okay,
to
park the car.
face?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, park the car.
Yeah. Hello.
Howdy, Abdul.
Howdy.
Abdul, you got to explain to me the process you're doing here in yoinking these cars.
Yo, is that Abdul?
Just doing my civil duty, Chair. Doing my civil duty.
What is your civic duty?
My civic duty. A car that is illegally parked or hindering the sidewalks or going against parking violations, you know, that would be towed.
Amen.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
is this Abdul?
Yes, Abdul. Abdul
Yeah,
doing
no,
business.
brother.
Don't be a fool get towed by Abdul.
Oh, shit. What's up, dude?
I'll get you, dude.
What the fuck? Last time I saw you, I was in the back of your moped
Oh, shit.
in the south side. You gave me a ride at PD a long time ago.
Buster,
Oh
we're
my
here
God.
talking to your brother Abdul.
So, yeah. So what's the problem here?
Yeah, this guy really is bro like both things. They might be doing.
Do you have your paperwork in order, Abdul?
My paperwork? I'm not an illegal immigrant, sir.
For your towing.
Abdul, wow.
Oh, yes, I'm on duty right now.
Okay. And
I said it. What you mean paperwork? Because wait.
so here's where
What
I'm
you mean
confused,
paperwork?
Abdul.
Yeah?
For towing, Picadillo. So you are
okay.
you're working for what's that company?
Highway clearance? Casey's highway
Okay.
clearance.
And then he's working for Auto Exotic, right? So how come he has a nicer truck than you do?
I mean, Auto Exotics
like-
is honestly, listen, Auto Exotics is you know like a sister company to Casey's Highway Clearance, okay? And honestly, they're true professionals. And Mr. Vincent over there, Vincent Rizzo, you know, he also coordinates with me. You know, we work together. Like you guys, for example, both of you. Look, he's wearing a sheriff uniform, and you're wearing an SPD uniform.
That's right.
You know?
Okay. So you like a sheriff?
I mean, to me, this Mr. Abdul guy seems like he just likes that old American muscle. Is why he goes with that tow truck.
Yeah.
I mean, I like his tow truck. I think it looks really nice, to be honest. Vintage,
Okay.
you know?
Which
It's
tow
got
you
the
already working
patina
out
on
of?
it, you know? It looks nice.
I'm sorry, what, sir?
Which tow you already working out of?
Casey's Highway Clearance.
I know that's the company. Which tow yard?
And the tow yard. It's by Zancudo.
Tow yard by
Yeah,
Zancudo.
it's like Sandy Shores kind of thing.
Oh, well, Minio,
Yeah.
this is your jurisdiction then. If he's working out of Sandy,
He's fine with me, I'll be honest.
Appreciate that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
What, has he done anything wrong? I'm just getting on
well,
scene now. It's on a
he
different
has
tack.
he's hooking up on cop cars,
That we're
and he
illegally parked.
also just made a threat. It's ocean dumping season.
Yes.
So we're just trying to
yes.
get clarity on this. Abdul.
Mr. Abdul,
Yes,
you
I
would
will
never do
explain.
that working up in Sandy, would you?
Ocean dumping
Oh, no.
season. What
Hold
the
up.
fuck?
Let me explain. You
Yeah,
know?
let him explain.
I was in the middle of processing an impound for an illegally parked police vehicle. And then the officer behind me, just arriving to the scene right now, behind me, you know, he comes in, you know, into a private property with no warrant or anything like that, interrupts the processing of the vehicle, gets in the car and drive it away from the property.
Really?
You
I did
know?
also
Yeah.
witness this. I did
Yeah.
also witness
Sure
this.
did.
Mr.
So what
Mack,
now?
Mr. Mack, do you want this individual arrested? Because he's working up in Blaine in my county here. And so was your car legally parked, Mr. Mack?
I don't know. Well, the thing is, I was dealing with an emergency at the hospital because of a dead person.
It's
and
okay.
I come out to no car being here.
I'm always prepared for police officers to say I do not recall or I do not know. So I always take pictures.
So here's the deal, Mr. Abdul.
And I also was a
one thing
witness to
moving
it as
forward,
well.
what I need you to do, if you see any emergency vehicles in front of the hospital, even though they might look illegally parked, you understand that they're probably doing their due diligence and doing their job. So
You could be hit with obstruction.
So from now on, what I would say is that I'm going to give you a warning for now, since you're working in Blaine County. Just don't take any vehicles that you see that are parked in front of the hospital doors, because they're probably on a call.
Can I ask something?
Yeah.
I understand where you're coming from.
I was about to say
but
something.
From my perspective, you know, it is. I understand that it's deemed as an emergency zone, but it's really a red parking zone. And if these police officers are actually in an emergency, shouldn't they have their lights on?
No, it doesn't matter.
I mean, they don't need their lights on. It's just understanding that if it's in an emergency zone, it's an emergency vehicle that is on the scene.
Abdul, you need yellow pages.
Well, I mean, there is a lot of situations where, you know,
how am I supposed to reach
police
you
officers and regular cars will just park there
I don't like to
any other vehicles besides government-issued vehicles, do not touch that. You can take all the other cars. Do not touch a cop car. Do not touch an ambulance that is parked there.
Yeah, but doesn't that make you guys a bit biased, telling us to not touch it?
No,
like,
not
shouldn't
when
the
we're
judge be
dealing
telling
with
us that?
suspects. Every time, let me talk. Every time there is a cop car there or an ambulance, it is with a call.
You sure?
Not necessarily.
We could be transporting an injured party too. Like sometimes medics aren't picking it up.
This is why we don't know what you guys are doing.
Well, that's why you don't fucking assume.
If no, well, the only way that I can assume is if your lights are off. If your lights are on, then I can't assume. I assume that you are in a situation where you are, you know, of duty. You are trying to do a task. If your lights aren't on, then you know it just doesn't seem right to me.
So using your logic right now, your lights are not on, so therefore are you illegally parked? Should I call a tow for your truck?
You probably should.
Abdul, I have a vehicle for you.
But I'm currently mid-towing another vehicle.
Yeah.
Currently.
I mean, this guy next to you has a tow truck. You can
although honestly, I don't give a fuck. I'll tow anybody. Honestly, I'll tow these guys even.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Abdul.
Hey, no problem, bro.
If you want to sit here under the assumption that you don't know, how about you just leave the vehicle alone, or you can easily 311 to see if there's an emergency going on. If the officer can respond, then they'll respond. If not, leave the goddamn car alone.
I say it's better to just hire us, to be honest.
Yeah,
just hire us.
Yeah, that works too.
So here's the deal. If you start towing cop vehicles from the hospital, you will be hit with obstruction, and you'll probably end up losing your tow license to tow cars.
Not until the trial. Then I get it more back.
And we would
you get a
definitely
slap
take
on the
this to court
wrist
for sure. 100%.
Right. Well, we'll see about that then.
Okay. Well, just park some more cars in front of the police of the hospital with your lights off, and it'll continue to
lights
happen.
don't institute emergency every time.
So then why do you have your lights?
Don't.
Guys, you need to talk to the union.
For when we're
Just
going
stop
at high
talking
speeds
about
through
it.
traffic, it's so that it alerts
Did you ever
people.
consider that
Oh my God,
maybe
the
some
oxygen
people
level
inside
just
the
went
hospital
down.
might have epilepsy, and we're trying to not flash fucking lights all around the hospital?
It is actually encouraged that we turn them off as much as possible because it does affect people. It gives them headaches.
That is a good argument to bring to the judge.
Yeah, very, very good.
Same with
Very
this
good argument.
one particular siren. Let me show.
You assaulting my game warden? No, I'm just sitting on his lap. Tired. We've been catching criminals left, right, and center.
Been a long day.
Well, that just hurts my ears.
Too many glove unboxings, I'll be honest. I'm getting tired
Would
of
you
it.
prefer we do this in front of the hospital?
Yeah. Actually, I
Would that be better?
Yeah, I mean, it's hospitals.
Yeah, I would.
No,
What do you think, Abdul?
it would be their
Is that
problem
what you
now.
need?
What, is that a problem?
Listen, I don't want to step on you guys' toes, but you know we have a job to do as well.